What screams I'm very insecure? Automatically assuming negative intent. Egg, you friend didn't pick your call? Fuck her, she's trying to avoid me. I don't care about her anyway. Trying to dominate conversations, not to be confused with just being a charismatic person. This is a self-roast, but I think I degrade myself just to hear others deny it. Is that insecure? When people have and insist on constantly checking on their so via some tracking app on their phone. It's one thing to have it and use it in case of emergency, but using it while out with your friends to make sure he's actually at work is creepy and super insecure. People who automatically assume that if you disagree with them, you must have a subjective personal reason to do so, if possible even related to your own insecurities. Simply not true. I've found that a lot of people on Twitter that feel the need to post about how great of a person they are, and they have nothing but good intentions, are usually the most toxic people I've seen. I mostly see this at work / people who are in upper management and treat people like garbage just because they can / being unnecessarily mean, rude or bitter to people / treating new employees like garbage just because you're threatened they might take your job someday. Clicking on this post to see if any of the top comments are things you do. As an insecure person, I find it hard to look people in the eyes. I also find it hard to tell any stories about myself because I'm afraid people will think I'm lying or that I won't be part of the group because of personal differences. I always think everyone is better than me. I can see all the good in everybody, but I know that they see all the bad in me. Insecure people stand in the corner and don't join the group. Or those people who post on Facebook those quotes that are like, "don't worry about those who talk behind your back, they're behind you for a reason," or they tag themselves into any and every place including the doc / hospital / somewhere personal. Then when someone asks if they're okay they reply with, "don't ask Hunzark." So basically, people who live their lives through very active social medias, I suppose I'm trying to say. Just not shutting up about yourself. Constantly lifting yourself up and comparing yourself to others while pushing them down. People who always have to one-up you in everything. If you tell a story they have a better one. If you buy something expensive they have to be something even more expensive. Some people's whole life is trying to win some non-existent competition. Women that guard their men like a soldier. I was leaving an abusive relationship. My friend offered me a place to stay. The hitch was, if she wasn't there and just her husband was, I had to leave. I got a hotel room. Not dealing with that. When you question yourself, do they actually like me, or are they pretending to? Or when you think you're gonna bother other people, if you talk to them, edit. Jesus Christ. I wasn't expecting so many replies. I hope you all are doing great. People whose self-esteem is so low that they can't stand the sight of people with high self-esteem, so they will try to break down anyone they perceive as more successful than them. When a group of this type of people comes together, a major crab bucket mentality arises, and they will target people perceived as highly competent or successful for bullying, gossip, false rumors, and other things that should have been wiped out after elementary school. I deal with insecure moms a lot, either at the playground or mommy groups. They're insecure about what milestones their child is hitting and how they are doing as a mother. One of the biggest tells is when they brag about something that's clearly a lie or even a partial truth. My 3-year-old is reading at a first grade level. Okay, but he's eating grass right now and just pooped himself. You see it a lot on social media now. My 20-month-old is potty trained. Having several accidents a day and needing a diaper whenever she sleeps is not potty trained. Yeah, moms are pretty judgy and many mommy groups are toxic, but most of can tell when you're lying and it screams insecure. Bragging about things not even in your control, like your parents' wealth. I used to be very insecure, so I'll go from my own experience. Lying about something to seem cool. It's very obviously a signal of insecurity because they don't like who they are now. Oftentimes, People don't know the difference between telling it like it is and just being flat out mean. People who tell it like it is only give their opinion when it is warranted because they would want someone to tell them the truth instead of dancing around it. However, some can cross this line and just be straight up rude. While using this same reasoning, those who tell it like it is are secure. Those who are unnecessarily mean are insecure. Not exactly a direct answer to your question, but I've always thought this and wanted to share it. Thank you for silver. One-upping people constantly in conversations. Lying about your opinions and views to fit in, while canceling somebody who thinks the exact same as you, but chooses to express it. People who feel the need to judge everyone in a negative light, and who only want to see the worst in others, so they can feel better about themselves. It just shows how unhappy they truly are. Seen. Gets a notification on phone. XGF. Who's chatting to you now? Me. It's a game notification. Me. Goes to shower. Me. Comes back to find GF going through every message, email, and WhatsApp. Does that scream I'm insecure? Edit 1. Thanks for the responses. I got out of that relationship last year, and I'm dating someone of a far better mind than someone who trusts me. Edit 2. I coded my phone, she figured it out, then I used my fingerprint. Edit 3. My ex was very insecure, and would often follow and check my every move. Edit 4. I will respond as best I can. Being unnecessarily mean-spirited to people. Dismissing people before they dismiss you. BF. Alright, and going to work. BGF. You better not be fucking with bitches at work. Joined Facebook profiles. I came here to find out what I need to stop doing. Edit. Holy shit. My first silver. And my first gold. Posting what you're up to every day on social media. I bought a mattress the other day and the salesman had a chin strap and blue flames tattooed up his arms. When I finished checking out, he came up behind my mom and I and said, very seriously, just so you know, people call me Firearms. Later that same day, my dad and I were in the parking lot at Lowe's and a guy with spiked hair pulled into the parking lot in a convertible blasting Crazy Bitch by Buckcherry. I like to think he and Firearms were separated at birth. Edit. I'm from the Jersey Shore. While I think that should clarify *SOME things, this is douchey behavior even for here. Incapable of self-reflection. Bullying people. You don't try to bring other people down if you truly feel good about yourself. Saying I'm so random or I'm so funny on a regular basis when you're reading an AskReddit thread to make sure you're not making it too obvious. Windows XP. The more you talk about how good you are in bed and how many women you fucked, the less I believe you. People that modify their shitty lemon of a car to be the loudest piece of shit in a 5-mile radius. I only get along with guys. Other girls hate me. Using your internal fear as a reason not to do something. Hate your job. You don't apply for any others because you're scared of being rejected or that you don't deserve a better job. In a terrible relationship? You stay because you're scared of being alone. That kind of insecurity is the worst to know because it affects nearly everyone. Saying I'm kidding after every joke or joke attempt. Insulting random people's physical appearance. A password made up on only lowercase letters. Love Adove relationship posts and the king/queen posts on FB. If you have to advertise that your relationship is that great, it's probably not that great. Replaced probably with probably E2. The people demanded probably be put back. E2A. I also could have worded this better and didn't expect the type of traction this comment received. I normally try not to lump everything together, as not everyone does it, and saying things like most and all doesn't really work when there are over 7 billion people on this planet. I have a small sample size of FB friends, like 0.0000000000001% of the population. Even myself has posted sappy stuff to FB, but it's a rare occurrence for me. The above comment was geared towards people who post ****ALL the time about being in a perfect relationship. I'm sorry if I offended people with my opinion. E3, pet tax, https://i.imga.com/uwukst.jpg. Being overly nice and being a yes man to make other people happy. Also having no opinions. Banning Winnie the Pooh because someone said you looked like him. Can't handle being told they're wrong or ignorant about something. Immediately getting defensive whenever you try to help them. A huge lifted truck without any discernible work purpose being extremely aggressive in traffic. Anything Alina does in The Good Place. So well done. Banning a Disney character from your country just because an university student said it looks like you. Truck nuts. Lifestyle creep, constant fishing for compliments when around people. Egg. I'm so chunky is a direct way to get someone to tell you that you look great. Reading this thread hoping nothing applies to you. Rolling coal. http://